oversized steaks, colossal ribs, and monstrous sandwiches.
Oh, that's good carnage.
The sandwich feels like God made me dinner.
Whether you're hungry for a plate-busting prime rib,
let the eating commence.
An entire beef leg,
Slap that on here and call me Fred Flintstone.
or even a burger of record-breaking proportions. We found the most mammoth meat across the country. So grab a steak knife, put on your stretchy pants, and get ready for a heaping helping of Big Beef Paradise. Beef is the #1 protein in America, with our yearly consumption averaging around 67 pounds per person.
There's really nothing sexy about eating 96 ounces of chicken, but if you can go home and tell your friends, I ate 96 ounces of prime rib, that's impressive.
Can we get the 10-pound hamburger?
Every time I'm here, I order the prime rib. I used to be a vegetarian. It's converted me forever. I'm never going back.
With Americans' passion for divine bovine growing greater every day, there's no sense wasting time with quarter-pound burgers and 6-ounce steaks. On this carnivorous quest, we're only indulging in cuts of beef fit for the Flintstones.
Yeah, ba-da-ba-doo!
Pork, poultry, and mutton were the most common meats on most dinner plates in America up until 1865, when the Moses of meat, Joseph McCoy, led a pilgrimage of 2 million cattle from Texas to the northern states, transforming the entire country into a meat mecca. So where better to start our Big Beef Bonanza than in the Lone Star State? At the historic Fort Worth Stockyards, Risky's Barbecue honors the Cowtown tradition by serving up giant platters of extra meaty, fall-off-the-bone, all-you-can-eat beef ribs.
Want to come and eat ribs? Then to the place, and only in Texas. Every bite is a mouthful. The thing I like about the ribs here is there's a lot of meat. If you look at that, there's a half, 3/4 inch of meat on either side of it.
We traveled 200 miles from Oklahoma City to eat ribs at Risky's. Good.
This family-run barbecue tradition has been serving up behemoth slabs of ribs since the beginning of the 20th century.
I'm Joe Risky. We're at Risky's Barbecue in the Fort Worth Stockyards, and I'm the co-owner of Risky's Barbecue.
I'm Jim Risky, and I'm the founder of Risky's Barbecue. All of this started happening back in 1927. My grandmother was a barbecue cook, and then my dad carried it on. I carried it on. It's been really a good thing for us.
Pork ribs might be popular for barbecue outside Texas, but in the Lone Star State, the heftier, meatier beef ribs are a cowboy favorite. And at Risky's, they serve up some of the beefiest ribs around.
Consistency is our main focus, and we don't get in a hurry cooking any of our products. We wait for it to be ready instead of us being ready for it. This is what we call a day cook. We're putting them on now, and usually 4 hours or so later, we pull them off. It's about 1,000 pounds we can fit on this pit.
These ribs, most likely right here, are going to be in somebody's belly by tonight.
They're about 3 pounds per slab. They're very meaty. These are big enough that it takes 2 hands to eat them.
The most ribs I've ever eaten, I would say about 6 or 7. I'm not that big of a guy, but I can put them down.
The most ribs I've eaten is probably 2 slabs. I mean, just small slabs.
You just gotta grab it with the hands and then get it all over your face. That's what makes it good.
A lot of places you go to eat ribs, you get a lot of bone. You'll get a lot of meat on these ribs.
Before they're rotated onto the racks, these behemoth slabs of beef are covered and smothered with Risky's famous dust.
Our Risky dust was created by my grandfather. It's got salt, pepper, and different secret seasonings that we put in it.
My father came up with it back years ago, and he told me when he made this up for me, he said, as long as you have this right here, this Risky dust, you'll never be broke. It's got just a number of spices that really brings out the flavor in these ribs.
They have this tangy taste to it. They taste really, really, really good. They taste legit.
You can taste the smoke. I mean, you can really taste that mesquite they're cooking it with. This is one of the places where you come and eat the best ribs ever.
And no matter how many of these colossal beef ribs you can stuff into your stomach, here at Risky's, one thing will always remain the same:
You go today or next week or 2 years from now, it's all the same. It's consistent. We want you to leave Risky's Barbecue happy and with a full stomach, and hope you come back the next day. Try it again.
If I had to describe our ribs, I'd say good, gooder, and good.
From Texas to the Midwest, we take the beef train up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Here in Brewtown, anyone primed for the ultimate beef bonanza heads downtown to Ward's House of Prime.
The most popular item is our prime rib. We are the one place that you can get it on a daily basis.
It's very tasty and it just melts in your mouth.
I'm a carnivore. I love meat here at Ward's Prime Rib. It's just amazing.
We're that meat and potato city, and in Milwaukee, you really like big cuts of meat.
It's a meager 24 ounces. This is a restaurant where you come, you do not have to ask, where's the beef?
Ward's House of Prime has been the answer to the "Where's the beef?" question since they first opened their doors to the people of Milwaukee in 2009. Locals pack this restaurant daily to gobble up nearly 600 pounds of prime rib a week, which is cooked to perfection by Chef Bill Bauman. Cuts of beef this big take hours to properly prepare, and we're not talking about 2 or 3 hours, but 48.
Making our prime rib starts 2 days in advance when we season it with a special rub, as well as a blend of several different blends of seasoning. So it's a blend of blends. It sits in the cooler for 2 days, and then in the morning we put it in to our roast and hold oven, push the button, and 7 hours later it's ready to go. This prime rib is finished now. You see fat from the roast has absorbed some of the rub, and it looks excellent. What I'm going to do is take off the end cut first. Look at how beautiful that is. This is exactly what we're looking for, and the end cut has extra flavor because it has the rub all the way across, but it's got very nice marbling and is very juicy.
Well, the prime rib, the flavor is fantastic. The great sauce is cooked to perfection. Best cuts here at Ward's House of Prime. It's fantastic. Love it.
It's a party in your mouth. It really is. It's so good.
When you first look at the menu at Ward's House of Prime, you'll see that they offer prime rib in 3 sizes: 8 ounces, 16 ounces, and 24 ounces. But those with true grit will allow their eyes to wander a little further down the page to something called the Baby Dane, a 40-ounce slab of beef.
A customer came in and kept wanting a larger size. Dane Casper, who wanted to eat 40 ounces of meat. Dane and I agreed that if he could eat the 40 ounces, we'd name the steak after him and have a character drawn of him by an artist and have it put on the wall.
I'm Dane Casper, famous for the 40-ounce Baby Dane. What I love about prime rib is that it's just always a very juicy, succulent red meat, and it goes down easy, and I can eat a lot of it.
I ordered the 40-ounce Baby Dane, so I wanted to try it out. And tell you what, it's the best steak I've ever eaten. You know, I'm cutting through it like butter. I mean, it's just tender, juicy, incredible.
But while 40 ounces is pretty impressive, those who are truly hungry go one step further and order the Big Bugalski, a whopping 64-ounce serving. Amazingly, it doesn't stop there.
Alyssa DiGiulio is our one female that was able to conquer the challenge. She ate 72 ounces. She's about 5'2".
I conquered the 72-ounce steak, and now it's been named after me, the amazing Alyssa DiGiulio. When they brought out the meat the first time, everybody was looking at me the whole entire time, kind of in awe that I could eat that amount.
When she told me she ate the 72-ounce steak, I could not believe it. She's so little, and that big piece of meat fitting inside her is just unbelievable.
My name is Michael Lind. I'm famous here at Ward's for just beast moding the 88-ounce prime rib. Get some.
If the mighty Lynn just isn't meaty enough, a 96-ounce prime rib called the legendary Halakha is available for the criminally insane. And if you're looking to feed your pet grizzly bear, you can order up Holy Schmidt. At 125 ounces, it may as well come with the hooves still attached.
The customers have really dictated how much prime rib and how big the cuts are getting. It's not us pushing someone to eat it. Customers that come in think, hey, I could eat that big of a cut. I want to push myself to that next limit.
And tonight, 3 intrepid souls are looking to push the prime rib to the next level and become immortalized on Ward's Wall of Champions. How much prime rib can one man eat?
I'm gonna power pone this.
When we return, we'll find out if Ward's will be crowning a new king of the prime rib.
I'm not even close to full.
And then we head out west to Portland and a food cart where the beef sandwiches are so substantial, they inspire moments of self-reflection.
I think it's actually bigger than my head.
We're back at Ward's House of Prime, where 3 brave men are about to take on a task of Herculean proportions, slaying a 10-pound prime rib in under 1 hour. That's 160 ounces of pure beef. 2 of these men are previous prime rib champions, Alfred Halaka, who took down the 96-ounce legendary Halaka, and Kurt Schmidt, who bested the 125-ounce Holy Schmidt.
I think I'll be skipping dessert tonight.
Joining them is Mike Littman, a.k.a. The Doctor, a dark horse who hopes to become the new Grand Master of Meat.
I hope you have more in the back.
Are you gentlemen ready?
Oh, yeah.
You have 1 hour. Grab your forks.
Let the eating commence.
In just 10 minutes, the competitors wolf down more than half their mighty meals. Al has chewed through 4 bones, while the Doctor and Kurt have gnawed down 3.
Pretty evenly matched. Al, slight lead.
I'm feeling great. I'm just about done with my 4th steak. I got a 5th one that's pretty little. I'll definitely be able to eat it. My only concern is whether or not he'll eat it before me, but I think he's slowing down.
25 minutes in.
A bit numb, almost done. I'm gonna need a big place to lay down.
The Doctor out of nowhere has only got about 4 bites left. Al's about 2 bites left. Last bite for Halaka. Last bite going in. 31 minutes.
It's all over. In just 31 minutes, the legendary Alfred Halaka has powered through 10 pounds of prime rib. It's the greatest culinary accomplishment since Jonah was eaten by a whale.
Phenomenal. In 31 minutes, take down 160 ounces is just absolutely incredible.
But wait, the 1 hour time limit is not up yet, and the Doctor's still eating. And he just had another 8 ounces of prime rib brought out to him.
The dude beat me by 4 bites. I'm not even close to full. I mean, look at this guy.
I'm done.
Could history be made twice in one night? He did it! In less than half an hour, Halaka's reign has come to an end, and a new king of the carnivores is crowned.
We just ate 168 ounces of prime rib. I topped everybody, and I'm gonna get my name on the wall, and then when somebody beats me, I'll come in and do it again. If somebody beats me.
Our search for Big Beef Paradise continues across the country in Portland, Oregon. Recently voted America's best big city and home to 37,000 acres of public parks. With all that room to roam, you're sure to work up an appetite. And when you find a place with a name like this, you know you won't leave unsatisfied. Welcome to Big Ass Sandwich.
It's like a torpedo sitting in your hand.
Even with my big mouth, there is no way I can tackle this.
The sandwich feels like God made me dinner.
Portlanders with oversized appetites gladly wait in huge lines for a sandwich most people can't even finish in one sitting.
A Big Ass Sandwich is just that. We don't use deli meat, but I think a big thing with people is they get a roast beef sandwich and they're expecting roast beef deli meat, and then it tastes kind of like steak. and they're amazed by that. So we take local raw beef and we season it and we slow roast